guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. We are going to be listening to her because she says she can tell us the white people that is complaining about black people. Let's dive into
I can
it.
tell you exactly who these white women are who are complaining about the black woman follow train. At first, I didn't even understand what the controversy was because I was just excited. I was getting all of these black women's content on my For You page that I didn't usually get. So I was following, I was listening, I was watching. It was awesome. And then when I realized what the controversy was, I thought for sure I hadn't understood it correctly. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are white women complaining because black women are following each other and trying to empower and lift each other up. And the white women, it's not all about them, and they're crying reverse racism, and they're pissed off that they're not getting followed back. I mean, is that it? Because I can tell you exactly who those women are. They were the women in elementary school who weren't athletes. And so they didn't like track and field day, and they didn't really participate. They just half-assed it. And then all of a sudden, they realized that people were good at this, and they weren't. They weren't athletes, and they were pissed off that those people were getting trophies at track and field day. So they made a big frickin' stink about how that was unfair, and they are just, because they're not so talented, other people were getting the attention, and that wasn't fair. Their parents complained, and so it made a huge headache for the school. The school was like, okay, fine, everybody gets a participation trophy. Fine, we'll do this. But then Little Miss Karen doesn't feel special with a participation trophy. Everybody gets one. So then she has to make a stink about the fact that everybody's getting one, and that's not fair. Even the people who didn't come to school that day, they got a trophy too. That's not fair. So big, huge headache. The school finally cancels track and field day. So none of the athletes can ever enjoy their sport again because Little Miss Karen didn't feel special enough. That's who you are, women. None of us liked you then. We don't like you now. Take your little participation trophy. You know, this is a very common refrain from Europeans aimed at white Americans. I've gone to school in Austria. I lived in Paris. I lived in Munich. And constantly we are taken to task for the racism that exists in the United States. And I'm not denying that that's a huge problem. But everywhere I've lived in Europe, the immigrants are treated pretty badly. Very open discrimination against the African immigrants, the Middle Easterners, the Turkish. So your side of the street is not so clean. In fact, just recently with the World Cup, there was a lot of complaining in France because the French football team was not really French because most of them were French African immigrants. So, you know, we didn't just spring up here in America. We came from you, colonizers. And the European colonizer mentality is alive and well, even though most countries have gotten their own independence. So, yes, racism is an enormous problem. We all need to be working on it, personally, collectively, but start on your side of the street.
I am up and down TikTok, and women of all races, age ranges, cultures from different countries are saying similar things, and it's crazy. And women are saying these things, and men are clearly on a different planet and not listening. This woman is saying that women in their 50s and 60s and 70s are not looking to live with a man again. And then I jump into the comment section, and the comments literally confirm. And these are paler complected women. So this is not a black woman page. So this woman says most women who are married and become single at 50 never want to marry again. And then we got, I think that happens at any age if you move in with a man at any age. And then the next person says, yep, can confirm, got married in my 40s and now I'm a mother again. These two comments are perfect. This woman says the perfect scenario would be he has his own home and I have mine, and we have slumber parties. That's what I'm going for. And then Jellica says, I have that. Our 25th anniversary is in May. Separate houses rule. This is crazy. She says they want a nurse in a purse. And then the following comment says they want a nurse with the purse. This means that the original Candace Kelly her message is getting out there, or just women are saying the same thing across races. And then this one woman says, I agree. I have been alone since I was 42. I'm now 73 and still enjoy living alone. It's literally the same thing being said all over the place. Women are saying that taking on a man at times is like having an adult child that you're looking out for. And women are just like, nah, I'm good with the unpaid labor. I've had a few videos where I talk about the unpaid labor and the devaluation of women, and the things that we do consistently that don't get any thanks. And a lot of women are just opting out. You can see in the comment section, and you can clearly see that people are like, no, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just going to be about it. Well, you guys like, comment, share. Tell me what you think. What are your experiences? Let's keep this conversation going.
Let's talk about it, ladies. So this is actually the first TikTok that I'm gonna stitch that I actually agree so with what she's saying. A man really does tell you how he feel about you in his actions and what he says. Like, pay attention to that. Because most of the men y'all talk to, y'all think they finna treat y'all like gold, but they treat you like trash. Secondly, y'all see how they do the last girl before you. You think they gonna treat you different because, oh, you the new girl. No. What men do is a repeated cycle. So the same way that they treat you is how they treated the woman before you and the woman before her. Like, it doesn't just up and change. The way they treat you is how they are. And y'all ignore the signs because a dude got money or because a dude look good, because a dude play a certain sport, yada and all that. So y'all be susceptible to okay with getting treated like that because y'all think he gonna change for you. He probably wouldn't even change for God if God asked him. So y'all ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. Y'all not gonna listen to me.
Okay, so did you hear that? Check out that post. She said, I was excited because I was seeing Black women's content on my For You page, and I was following and I was listening. And I just followed her. And I saw a white woman post last night who said that she was following Black women on the Black Women Follow train, and in following, she got like 500 followers. Do you hear that? There is nothing in this hashtag that says Black women will not follow you back. And there's nothing that says you can't follow me. Is there? No. By not centering yourself, by listening and supporting, these women have gained followers and insight simply by supporting while not centering. Should I repeat that? Not centering.
Oh my God. One time I was supervising this white lady. I was in this context, I was supervising her for her job as a professional, which she didn't seem to understand. And it was kind of these opportunities where they like pay to train you. And it's like $1,000 deal that you're getting for free. And all you have to do is fucking show up and do the work. So she didn't feel like she didn't want to, which understandable, because in order to take this job, you had to do the training. And a lot of people was like, why the fuck? And listen to me. It was just a bunch of recent college grads complaining about a great opportunity, and it annoyed the fuck out of me. Anyways, it happens every year because it is a lot. It is a lot what they put you through in the training. And this white recent college grad lady, she just really thought that it was all a fucking game. She thought it was all a joke. So imagine her surprise when we call her into a meeting and we're like, every single adult professional that is supervising you in this training is reporting back that you ain't doing shit and you not trying your best. And that's concerning because when you leave here, you're gonna go be working with people who are younger than you. And we gotta make sure that you're doing so responsibly. Do you understand, white lady, that we don't know you and you don't just get the benefit of the doubt right now for being a white girl? Do you understand there's no consolation prize and you actually have to show us that you're worth all this money that's getting spent on you? And last but not least, do you understand you have no training in this at all, right? And you're getting a training that is worth thousands of dollars, right? Some of us had to go to school to get a degree in this shit. And you just have to like fucking sit down and listen for 6 weeks. And then you get to go do a job that you're not qualified to do. Do you understand, white lady? And I told her as much. Yes, it was me. It was me who had to talk to her in the meeting. And I told her as much. I said it kind of like without the like, I was kind of like, hey, how do we know that you're going to be good at your job when you can't even be good at training, dude? I did say it nicer than that. But with that kind of, with that kind of gumption, guess what she did? Guess what she did? You know what she did. You know what she did. What did she do? What did she do? She cried. You can't cry your way out of this one, white girl. And I sat there and I nodded my head. You about to fucking listen to what I say.
And don't forget to share and subscribe and turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Thank you so much and stay blessed.